All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings to those who elect, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We're the brothers from the gym in Chicago. I'm the brother Kodar. I'm here with
Your brother Adanya.
And we just coming back with another lesson, talking about how the elect are day ones. And before we get started, we want to say Yahweh Shema Shai Babu Kusha, Shalak Rakha, Kodash Kalabanaha Bakiyar, which means Yahweh Shema Shai, please send Holy Spirit to build the elect. And Lord, when this lesson is edifying, as you can see here, had a regional meeting, brothers from all over came, while we was, fellowshipping or whatnot, after the meeting, I just had a thought, man. I was just like, man, this is exclusive. Mm-hmm. Niggas in the world can't even come around now. How much more, in the kingdom. I was thinking about us being the elect, Lord willing. That we were always doing this since the beginning. We're gonna be crowned by Yahweh Shai. We're gonna always be kicking it like this, mm-hmm. Exclusive. Mm-hmm. Can we grab that Psalm 133 and we'll start with that first.
God, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 133, and verse 1. Right, it reads, it say, a song of degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
That's right. And that's beautiful too, Yahweh Shemel Shai, for brothers to dwell in unity, man, to agree together, in one doctrine, to treat each other as brothers. That's beautiful too, Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's pleasant unto him, man. And that's the spirit that was there. The spirit was heavy, man. Did you have something to add to that?
Well, I had a precept.
Okay.
I'm getting it right now. Cause like the bro going into, man, hey, the Lord he's appointed joint heirs. All right, that's the thing of predestination of joint heirs alongside alongside Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
All right, so say 1, 2, I'm grabbing it right now.
Let me grab this before you get that one.
Yeah.
This is Revelations 14, and I'm gonna start at 1 real quick. Mm-hmm. It says, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. So that's talking about the elect. Lord, whether we be of that number, that's what we strive to be. Verse 2, it says, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of great thunder, and I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with woman, okay, for they are virgins, right? And that's talking about these other philosophies, okay, the elect, all right, as it says here, follow the Lamb whatsoever he go, so they'll believe, follow, and teach the doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shai, not these other wicked doctrines, man. Mm-hmm. Because you go into Proverbs 8 or Proverbs 7, it talks about that wicked woman, going into those philosophies. It says, these are they which follow the Lamb whatsoever he goeth, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb. And it says, in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh, right? The elect is innocent in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right? Salagi. Yahweh Shai paid their tithe, man. Can we grab the word for first fruits in the blue letter?
It's first fruits. Say a parche. Mm-hmm. Say to offer firstlings or first fruits, to take away the first fruits of the productions of the earth, which is offered to the Most High, the first portion. Says person superior in excellence to others of the same class.
That's right. That's heavy, bro. And that's talking about the elect. The elect are superior in excellence. Mm-hmm. Okay? We're not regular men. Lord willing, we be of that number. We are the joint heirs of Yahweh Shai. We're going to be ruling underneath him, man. Mm-hmm. Many Yahweh Shais. Mm-hmm. I believe you was holding that, right? That joint heir.
I had another one.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 27. I get that joint there too, though.
Yeah, kind of.
It says, John 15:27. It says, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. Right.
You said where?
John 15:27.
Okay.
It says, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. Right, and like the bro going into those first fruits, man. All right, those created underneath Yahweh Shai, those set apart and superiority to the rest of the nation, the rest of creation, etc., man. You know, these men that we around, those with that testimony of Yahweh Shai are not regular men. You know, it is a thing of exclusivity, man. All right, it's a thing of order and ranking, man. You know, and you know, Lord, will we be those men? But that's gonna be an eternal thing, an eternal position, an eternal ranking, man. You know, forever to be set apart, man. To be holy, to be those first fruits, man. It's not a light thing. It's gonna come with a forever, like a ranking, a reputation forever, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because what? You've been with the Lord from the beginning. He said, I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab stuff. It's the book of that joint theirs.
No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, and verse. I'm gonna start at 11. Start at verse 10. 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Mashiach Yahushua with eternal glory. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. Right? So that's what this whole process is currently that we're going through. All right, that's why the scriptures talk about the foolishness of preaching. Man. All right, but it's a thing of what? Taking a low. All right, being in order, following the commands of Yahweh Shai. You know, you're going to go through a certain amount of affliction. All right, ups and downs, seasons. You know, but ultimately, what? To suffer alongside Yahweh Shai is to reign alongside Yahweh Shai forever, man. Yahweh Shai did his part. He walked his walk. All right, he finished his role, man. All right, and now the elect, they coming in that stead as well, man. All right, the 144,000, like the bro going into, right, suffering alongside Yahweh Shai, all right, through the Spirit, all right, to ultimately reign alongside him when he put those crowns on our head. Lord, will we be those men? Yahweh Shai right desire, man.
That's right, man. You gotta suffer for him to reign with him. Gotta surely drink of that cup, man.
Yeah, and there's no way around it, man. That's the only way you're gonna be able to. The Lord, he gonna call you to be accounted worthy of salvation is by walking in this walk of fulfilling a lot of a prophet, man.
That's right.
You know, I got that Romans.
I'm gonna keep that 2 Ezra 2 on deck. We could close out on that one after these few more precepts. Then I'm gonna grab this Colossians 1 after you grab what you grab.
That Romans. I got the Romans 8 and 16.
Okay.
Said the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. And if children, then heirs. Heirs of Yahweh. Says heirs of Yahweh and joint heirs with Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, man. Said if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Yeah, and like you see, like the bro, he showed the picture. All right, for a minute, man. All those men are partaking in the cup, drinking that cup alongside Yahweh Shai, man. Whether you be from, this particular state, this particular area, you came up this particular way, you endured these particular things. All right, it's all that same cup, man. All right, we are Lord will to receive that same penny, man. All right, with that penny gonna go a long way. Salvation, dominion, judgment. You know, being able to judge, man. You know, all those things. Why? Because you, to the best of our ability, applying the things that's written within these scriptures, man. You know, and that's why the Lord said, ye have been with me from the beginning. The Lord knows his elect, man. All right, the Alahayim, all right, those same spirits, man, back on the earth today, man.
That's right.
You know, those who, like the bro into that first fruits, those are the superiority and excellence of our nation, man. Lord, you know, Lord willing, we be those men. That's what we fighting for, man. You know?
I'm going to grab that Colossians 1 and 15 because Yahweh Shai, Colossians 1 and verse I start at verse 12. It says, giving thanks unto the Father, which have made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of his saints in light, who have delivered us from the power of darkness and have translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of his sins, who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature. That's talking about Yahweh Shai, all right? The only created by his Father Yahweh, the only begotten Son. All right, it says, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. All right, that's why Yahweh Shai said, before Abraham am I. You know, them niggas ain't fucking understanding, because Yahweh Shai was the first to be ever created, you know. You know, and Yahweh gave him the blueprint, you know, which he created the elect, you know, and the rest of the angels. All right, we can get Genesis 1 and 1.
Yeah, the blue letter. Mm-hmm. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, in the beginning, it says God created the heaven and the earth, right? And when you go into this, in that blue letter, you got that word God. All right, and the first thing it says is plural, man.
Yeah.
All right, it says plural. So rulers, judges, divine ones, angels, gods, right? Who? Those that been, and when you go to
Alahayim.
Yeah, the Alahayim, man. It's a plural word. It's a plural word. All right. The John 1:1 it say, "What in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the powers."
And that's how you know the elect was with Yahweh Shai, with the angels, because they say, "Let us make man in our image."
Our image.
You know, and it literally said, it don't say ruler, it don't say judge, it say rulers.
It say plural.
Judges, right?
it's literally a plural word that's right there. All right, and that's why that even in Hebrew they say it say by him was all things created, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah.
All right, those in the beginning, alongside Yahweh Shai, those joint heirs that was alongside him, it's not a new thing. It's a thing of predestination, man. It's a thing that it's already been set in motion. The Lord said he declared the end from the beginning, man.
That's right. Hey, we were put in these chains of darkness, and now we must learn our consequences, man, for going off, you know, and learning to be judges. We are literally learning how to be gods. So when we get those new bodies, we're grateful, and we're going to judge in righteousness. It's going to be in us, you know. You was holding one? If not, we could close out with this second Ezra 2 in verse 42. It says, I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them were a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly, which is Yahweh Shai crowning the elect. Verse 44, so I asked the angel, which said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. And then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in her hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to command them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh. And that's the elect, who's going to be crowned by Yahweh Shai, by standing stiffly for his name. You know, going through the affliction, going through a furnace, and coming out crowned, you know, being delivered. You know?
That's why the Lord said that he's not unrighteous to forget your labor of love.
That's right. Hebrews 6:10.
All these things are not for no reason, man. All these things that you see, it's programmed within the elect to do. You know, it's not, he think this. It's not a carnal thing. That's why the niggas came up against Yahweh Shai, because they was carnal, man. Yeah. You know, the elect, they tapped into the spirit, man. You know, and Lord will, if you endure it into the end, you're going to be one of the Lord's disciples. One of those joint heirs, man. Right? It's a heavy prize that is being fought for, man. That's being contested for, man.
That's right.
You know?
Hey, so Lord, when that was edifying, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to those who would like, Lord willing, to be a part of that number. Shalom, Kwame Asherala, Wa Baba Ball.